Welcome back to Behind the Box. This is a series called Gaming Solutions, where we discuss a challenge that a gaming group might face and some solutions that we have found to be useful for us.
And today we're going to be discussing AP, or analysis paralysis. So analysis paralysis typically is something that heavier games with a lot more strategy or choices or decisions that need to be made, that's what causes it. And a lot of people suffer from this, where they'll be overwhelmed with all these choices to the point where they just won't make a decision. Another type of analysis paralysis is where you want to make the most optimal play, and so you'll spend a significantly longer time on your turns than other people. One of the two of us does that. It's not me. So these are some of our solutions that have worked for us.
We find that this behavior is more common in competitive games than in cooperative games, where you can kind of keep each other in check, help each other through those tough decisions. So for that reason, we're only going to be sticking to competitive games that feature quite a bit of information decision making.
Yeah, so they're all kind of heavy games, what we're going to display today, and give you our reasons behind the logic of choosing these games. So the first one, we've kind of gone with something where you can't make long-term plans because the game state changes round to round. So a good game for this is Evolution Climate. Now, if you're not familiar, in Evolution Climate, you have a bunch of different species, everyone else does as well, that earn you points depending on different stats and characteristics for them, as well as traits that you can make. So with this, it's really good at combating AP because you don't know what other traits people are going to play on their turns, so you don't wind up with the situation of being stuck like, oh, if they do this, then I'll do this, if they do this, I'll do this, because you don't know what they're going to do. The other thing that's really good is that the cards people play will change the actual climate of the game as well. So the next turn, one of the traits you have might actually be something that's going to kill you if you don't change. So you can't plan ahead. You have to be very reactive. And we've played this a few times now, and every time it's gone really smoothly for Lindsay. She's not been hit with any AP because you kind of just have to make a move. There's nothing you can do otherwise. So that works really well. And
it has a really cool first player marker. I love that dinosaur.
It is really good.
Our next solution is to find a game that has a mechanic in it which will influence the kind of actions you can take and help you through any tough decisions that you have to make. So the game that we have suggested for this is CV. Now, CV is a game where you're trying to lead the best life. So you're collecting cards that signify important moments in a lifetime. So you do this by rolling dice to gather resources like happiness or money. Now, why this is so important in combating AP is because your dice roll is what determines the actions you can take. And also, you do have a little help from a secret life goal, which might mean that you'll take a less obviously optimal card because it meets that life goal.
Yeah, this is a really good game for that. And again, it's something we played quite a lot of, and every time it's gone really smoothly for you. So that's great. The last one, similar to Evolution, where you've not got perfect information and the game state changes, we've gone with something that's just a bit more chaotic, a bit more you have to just do the move right now. And for us, this one was Sons of Anarchy, Men of Mayhem. So again, it's something where, so in case you're not familiar, it's a worker placement game. So basically, you've got these little player pawns that you're putting out to locations on the board to use them as actions. Everyone's doing this, you take turns doing it. So you can't really plan ahead. You can't say, right, I'm going to go this location this turn, this location next turn, and then this one the turn after, because you'll play the first location with the intention of activating it and getting that benefit, and then 4 more turns go by on everyone else's, and they've gone to those other places. You can't. You have to just... It's not reactionary. You just have to do a move right now. And what I also love about specifically this game, because it's so heavily based on negotiation with everyone around the table, making deals... If you are taking a little bit longer on your turn, it actually doesn't matter because
it's okay. Yeah.
Everyone's talking. They're all making little deals amongst themselves. So some people, it'll get to their turn, they'll be like, "Oh, sorry, I was talking, so I didn't realize it was my go." So again, this is one that we found worked really well for that. We've got a couple of people in my gaming group that are more into this game that have AP, no problem. They just fly right through it on their goes because you just make a go. You just go. Everything you do is good. So, yeah.
So those are just some of our suggestions. Now, as with any gaming solution video that we do, the most important thing for you to do, and probably your first step should be, to talk to that member of your group that has this behavior. Because it might be that they're not aware of it, and they'll be open for trying to correct it.
Yeah.
Or maybe they'll end up telling you, oh, I get really stressed by that kind of game.
Yeah,
or,
they might just not even like heavy games.
Exactly. And then in that case, then you might want to just try cooperative games or something a bit more simple. But if they do really like the kind of game that we're describing here, then just give these a try, see if that helps.
Yeah, you might find something here that works for you, or games similar with the same sort of ideas behind why we've chosen them. But yeah, that is everything. If you agree or disagree, let us know. If you have anything you'd add to the list, again, we want to hear it. And if you want to hear any other future topics like this, let us know, and again, we'll try and tackle those. But until the next one, check out the links in the description for more information on the games, links to our social media, and we will see you in the next episode.
Bye.
That was more what I wanted. The microphone was too snappy.
It's not clappy enough.
That one was a clap, like boom. I'll do it. I'll just do it. Even the wave line looks really wimpy as well.
Not good.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready?